Hi, I'm Eric Tomato. Welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 on the PC. Let's talk to Kreia a bit, and then I think we'll head off to Korriban. After checking in with our apprentice.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Why don't you teach me more about the Force?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
You taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me?
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this: do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
My ability to perceive the environment.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Healing others.
Then my task before you is this: take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well. I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I think I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger.
Yes?
Teacher of the Force. Before you taught me to listen, I wish to continue that lesson.
Very well. Sit with me. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the room of 1,000 fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
If I up the Dubana gas levels in the carbine, that would be enough to punch a hole even in triple Durasteel. And we'll need weapons like that if the Republic discovers the camp on Duxon.
Fascinating.
From the first movement flows the second. Strike, repeat, circle one's opponent, repeat, faster, quicker. If Father had been faster. If only Father had been faster. If I was faster, I would no longer be the last of my sisters. But does Atris love him? Jedi do not love. Does Atris hate him? Jedi do not hate. This journey is harder than any she has sent me on.
You're mine now, though.
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9-10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8-11. Switch.
Your command echoes still,
Ooh,
General.
he's dark.
And I obey, as I did at Malachor.
as my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear,
The totals are 9-10.
for in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your
lies
command
death.
echoes
card.
still,
The
General.
total is 8.
And I obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
That sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me?
I hear you. This is incredible.
You have have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
What about the droids? And the Wookiee animal?
The droids cannot be read in such a way, nor the beast. He has little thoughts to speak of. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
Of course, that would explain why I heard nothing from him.
Such is the case with primitive minds. It is of no matter.
There's also something wrong with Atton's thoughts.
Of course there was. It is because Atton was not playing Pazak, yet he counts cards in his head. At times, he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings, even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities. It may be Atton is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Perhaps. Maybe I will go see him and see how his Pazak game is coming. Ooh, influence gained. Tell me more about the Force. I wish to ask what the lesson related to my skills.
Have you done as I asked?
I have devoted myself to healing others.
That is a skill I know well. To know the knots of muscle, the currents of blood within the veins and flesh. It is a galaxy within the galaxy. The ability to heal is also the ability to harm, and the inability to heal what is damaged can also bring about harm. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
You've gained a bonus.
Yes?
Teach me about the Force. Before, when I heard the thoughts of my companions, I heard something.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. There are places in the galaxy, strong in the Force, light, dark. They are born in places teeming with life, and in places that are filled with death. Worlds whose surfaces are graveyards, whose screams echo through the Force. It is possible for war, for men to give birth to such places, to leave wounds on the galaxy itself. What you heard was the echo of the past, and it travels still.
But that sound, that echo, it was more than beyond the ship, it was the people in it.
Of course, that is the nature of echoes. And when there is a wound in the Force, it rarely leaves the life around it untouched. The answer will come to you in time. It must. When there is nothing more that you may learn from me, when the ruins of your past have been cleared away and I am no more, then you shall know what it is. And if you do not, then the galaxy shall die, and all my hopes for you will have been for nothing.
I had other questions. No, I'll be going now. Nothing else to really talk about with her right now. We have other stuff to do. Like talk to the handmaiden, then set course for Korriban.
Yes?
Apprentice? Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me?
She said you betrayed... That is not... Atris says that... Atris... I believe that... Yes, it is difficult some... Without having seen you in battle as a pure... You may...
Name.
Before...
What is your name?
It is not a... We all have... When importance is... I do not know. I meant no. You may have...
Okay, anything... Why are you called... What are you called? The handmaidens?
We attend Atris.
Last of them?
I am the last. Perhaps once have... There is much knowledge. There is so... I know... Stand... If that is...
Okay, nothing more we can talk about with her, but we can give her a lightsaber when we finally go planet side again. Which we will do now after possibly talking with Atton if he has anything new to say.
Something up?
Atton, why'd you play Pazak in your head?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
There are no ticks in the power coupling. It's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
You're not making sense.
Why do I play Pazak? Alright, I'll show you.
I don't want to play Pazak.
We're not playing for credits. We're playing for something else. Are you gonna play or not?
If it's a friendly game, sure.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Thinking about why I was playing this stupid game.
Fair enough. But that's why I play Pazak in my head.
Something up?
I have questions for you.
Alright.
Something up?
Playing Pazak in your head again.
Passes the time. Of course. Why?
I don't want to play Pazak.
We're not playing. No, blasters stay in their holsters. Do you want a deal or should I?
Let's play.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Wondering if you had a skifter up your sleeve.
Fair enough. That's why I play Pazak in my head.
Aha! It's a shield. Understood. Let's go to Korriban. Onderon, Korriban, Dantooine, Nar Shaddaa, Duxon, Onderon. We're going to Korriban.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
It seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There is great power in this place. For those who can hear its call.
That being most of us now.
Would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
Do you think there are any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here.
What happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith Lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
Let's it out then.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Very well, stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to leave quickly.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Fascinating. Let's head out. Atten, you're coming. And so are you, handmaiden. Taking my 2 Sith friends. Gonna have to properly equip them for the mission ahead. Korriban looks much the same.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak, and so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Alright, it's level up time and re-equipping time. Congratulations, handmaiden, you get a weapon you can't use yet until I level you up, of course. Feats. You get 2 powers. I'm going to give you lightsaber throw and lightning, of course. Now I can give you your weapon. You can have your lightsaber. And I'll let nature do its course, leveling you up. My apprentices. Lovely. Let's explore.
Ahead lies the tomb of Naga Sadow, successor to Marka Ragnos, and the Sith Lord responsible for nearly conquering the Republic in the Great Hyperspace War a millennia ago.
Tell me more.
More recently, this tomb was where Revan confronted Uthar Vin, the leader of the Sith Academy.
I remember.
When Revan left Korriban, the Sith Academy was thrown into turmoil. With their leader gone, many fought for the right to rule. And so, the Sith here turned on each other, resulting in the carnage you can see covering the surface of this valley.
But we can't go in and there's nothing to loot. I've already thrown the rule of 2 in the garbage with my 2 apprentices.
This was the tomb of Tulak Hord, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Ooh. Tell me more.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
What made him so good?
That is unknown, but supposedly he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Hord's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Shame. Get my hopes up like that. Skeletal corpse. Promising.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be. Fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
Alright. These creatures shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Hisses are enough to humble even an arrogant one such as you. Test yourself if you must, but try not to die.
I think these things are force resistant, but let's find out.
More where that came from.
I shall honor them with battle.
More where that came from.
I like a good fight. More hiss. Lovely. Hisses, sorry. 2 syllables.
This will teach you.
Maybe this tomb has something in it.
Before you is the tomb of the great Sith Lord, Marka Ragnos.
We fought him in Jedi Academy, his ghost at least.
Strength, both physically and in the Force.
Tell me more.
Ragnos held power for over a century, using his cunning to turn his enemies against each other. His death left a great vacuum of power. We're standing close to the spot where Naga Sadow first confronted Ludo Kresh to vie for domination of the Sith. Their struggle nearly resulted in a civil war that would have torn the Sith apart before they ever threatened the Republic.
Sounds like they're getting Naga Sadow and Marka Ragnos mixed up. Sounds like civil wars are common among the Sith.
Yes, it is the way of the Sith. They must continually test their strength against each other, even if it means destroying themselves.
So what happened between Sadow and Kresh? That could have easily been a statue of one of them.
Hyperspace explorers from Sinagar landed on Korriban. Naga Sadow manipulated the Sith into believing they were a sign of impending Republic invasion. This fear resonated with many Sith who were discontent with the lack of expansion of the Sith Empire during the reign of Marka Ragnos. Thus, Naga Sadow became Ragnos' successor.
So, when you're at Marka Ragnos' tomb, you exclusively tell me about Naga Sadow. That's a little insulting to the memory of old blue man group.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajunta Paul.
Yeah, we talked to him.
Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise.
Tell me more.
Ajunta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade. Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajunta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
You sound like you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption. In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
Ajunta Paul was a fool. The dark side sustained him even beyond death, and Revan tricked him into surrendering to oblivion.
Yes, redemption is merely a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
Ooh. Gained influence. Nice.
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients.
Tell me more.
The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power, I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
Another skeletal corpse. Let's go.
This will teach you.
I thought his cysts were force-proof, but I'm really glad they're not. Makes the combat happen much quicker. More quickly, rather. Must use proper grammar. Skeletal corpse.
Where that came from?
I like experience points.
What's that stench?
That cave. It almost has a presence about it. Evil. Almost hungry.
There is great power and dark energy within this cave.
Ooh.
I would advise you to finish your explorations within the academy before venturing into the cave.
Let's actually listen to Kreia this time. Shirax, I remember them. Ducatas, I remember them too.
Where that came from? Looks like somebody left the doors of the academy wide open. I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad
Seems
feeling about
unlikely
everything.
The Jedi Master we are looking for is within. I see no tracks, no disturbance of recent travel.
You can expect more than these beasts within the academy. Be prepared.
Be prepared. Let's go in, gentlemen. Well, lady and gentlemen. Apprentices. Acolytes of the Ooh, Scion.
Her apprentice is here. Find him.
Deadly Ducata. No match for my Force Storm. Unlootable backpacks. Charming. Sith assassins. I'm insulted Darth Scion thinks these guys can take me. Oh, I want to explore all of this. That's the old academy, isn't it? I remember this. Remember this place distinctly.
More where that came from.
You are good students. You fight well. Sith Tremor Sword, huh? I like. It's one room investigated. That's locked. Alright. These fools don't even have lightsabers.
Time to even the odds.
Locked. Alright. Figure these out later, I guess. Nothing. Okay.
Time to even the odds.
Even my apprentices are too much for these fools. They call themselves Sith. Pfft. Feh. Ducata. Ducata are getting to be a major obstacle. In our hunt for Sith holocrons, we've been trying to use our stealth generators to sneak past them, but some fool bumped into one of them wandering around and got himself eaten. Now the taste of fresh blood has driven the damn beasts wild. Ducata are no problem for me.
Time to even the odds. More where that came from.
Yeah, this was where our room was when we were well, this is where Revan's room was, of course.
Everyone down.
That was definitely Revan's old quarters when he was here. Well, when we were here as him. Bypass login system and manually create ID. Enter. Just learning material. Take a level 1 written test. Begin test. Frida nod. Number of Sith Lords conducted a burial ritual for the Ritual of the Great Marco Ragnos. The ritual required all Sith Lords in attendance to be evenly spaced in a perfect circle. Ludacresh led the ritual from the coveted 6th position. Directly opposite, Simus was the 16th position. How many Lords conducted the burial ritual? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Which of the following creatures would be least suitable as a pet for a Sith Master? This is not a paradox. Path to breaking changes. Test results 3 out of 5. Test failed. Okay, let's take the test then. More Tricada.
This will teach you. This will teach you.
Kubaz Scoundrel Gloves.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
Orange crystal. Not the best. I prefer my purple, so do my my students, but
More where that came from.
note to new students. In the absence of any Sith Masters, basic training has been automated to begin the training system. Access the nearest student terminal and enter new student to create a new user ID. If you encounter any difficulties, solve them yourself. Students who are too weak to be self-reliant will soon fail here. Alright. Chewed Twi'lek corpse. This is the work log of a Twi'lek treasure hunter. One of interest is the last entry. IGA thinks I'm wasting my time, but I will make it past this damn door, even if I have to blow it to bits with the thorium charges. We were sent here for the holocrons, and I refuse to be the only one to return empty-handed.
I'll bet even the Ebonhawk couldn't blast through this door.
A lightsaber was used to fuse this door shut.
Leave door alone. We have company. So, where was the learning room? The learning material room, so we can do the written test to see how good of a Sith we are. Ooh. I remember this place too.
More where that came from.
Holocrons. Of Sith holocrons, basic holocrons, historical training. Flora and fauna. Sith code. Peace is a lie, there's only passion. Through passion I gain strength, power. Strength, passion, power, victory. Okay, so I was right on the money for that one. Read this first. Use thorium charges in this locker only as a last resort to clear a blocked door. The structure is very old and unstable, and cave-ins could damage or destroy the artifacts we were sent here to collect. Thorium charges. Lovely. Those are both still locked tight. That's a dead end. Use thorium. Ooh, holocron. Broken result of thorium charges to whatever message. Aww. That's a shame. Let's try the test again. I'll try to use some common sense and guesswork to figure it out. It's pretty nod. Alright, I'm just gonna cheat. That's the Sith way. KOTOR. Yeah, that's searching on YouTube. Don't want to do that. KOTOR. Sith. Test. Afraid Nod. 20. Gizka. Gizka. I always lie. Passion, strength, power, victory. Turn to main menu. Ooh, training room. And some assassins, of course. Won't want to get bored. Stay on your toes, people. You know there's always more than one of them. Unless you haven't been paying attention while I've been training you. Let's take a look at the training room. Starving Tokadas. Access system commands. Begin training sequence. Level 16 training sequence initiated. This should be easy enough. Okay, power. Get 1. Well, I unlocked the last room, didn't I? What kind of speed does it expect? You're probably not actually able to. Ooh, she is dead.
Great Jedi lost.
So this is who we came here to find? Looks like this has been a big, dangerous waste of time.
I might have killed her myself. She was one of those responsible for my exile. Schedule disciplinary action. Self. This is the journal of Master Lonavash. I found the Sith threat that I came to Korriban looking for, but I am no fool, but I fell neatly into their trap. Their leader, Darth Sion, is a perversion of the dark side, such as I have not seen before. Though he was cunning enough to capture me, he seems otherwise to be a volatile brute and therefore should be easily coerced. If I keep my wits about me, I have no doubt I will escape the situation. Before I was captured, I managed to create a system account under my name on the console in the room here. That'll allow me to open the door back to the valley. Lightsaber. No great loss. That's a green one. I'll edit that so I can wield it. Anyway, this is, I think we might have to fight Darth Sion before we can actually leave here, and I don't really want to get into that now, so we'll do that next episode. And then, I've been Merrick D'Amato, and may the Force be with you. Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!